Hi, and welcome back to Purple Collar Life. In today's video, we've got another Ford 8N video here, and this is another viewer request. We get a lot of questions because we have a lot of videos about this tractor. We've got videos all about how to start and operate it, how to brush hog with it, how to fix your driveway with it, how to use a finish mower behind it. Another key one that you might want to look at if you're watching this video is 7 things to look for if you're used tractor shopping. Because the topic of today's video, viewer request, how much is this thing worth? Now, not specifically how much is our Ford 8N tractor worth. This is the 1948 Ford 8N tractor that's been here on the family homestead since it was new. But people who are both shopping and selling are often curious, how much is a tractor like this worth? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the value, the market value of a tractor like this. Now remember, these tractors were made long ago, from the late 1940s all the way up through the early 1950s. And there's a lot of them around. These Ford 8N tractors specifically, there were over 500,000 made. That's 500,000 of these tractors. And if you add in the Ford 2N and 9N series, there's over 800,000 of these tractors. So today we're going to be talking primarily about the Ford 8N tractors. The 9N and the 2N tractors are worth a little bit less than this. So keep that in mind as we talk about the value of this tractor, whether you're selling it or buying it. Like I mentioned, we did a video all about the 7 things to look for if you're tractor shopping, and that would be really helpful to you in understanding the value of some of these things. But I can start out by saying you'll see a lot of these for sale. If you go to Machinery Pete or Tractor House and look up Ford 8N tractors, there are quite a few of them available, and they are in a range of conditions from looking pretty horrible with trees growing up through them to looking really good restored like they're brand new. And those values range greatly depending on the condition of the tractor. In general, if you're shopping for a tractor like this, you know you're going to be spending a lot less than if you're buying a brand new tractor. You can do a lot of work with these tractors. They've been used for decades, taking care of family homesteads like ours. Firewooding, maintaining driveways, pulling trailers around. This tractor's also been used to bale hay and take care of horses and ponies throughout its life here in Northwest Pennsylvania. So these things have been used for a lot. There's a cement mixer for this one that was used to actually build some houses. This one, of course, has a sickle bar, all kinds of attachments that these old 8N tractors were used for many, many years. Since these old tractors don't have a lot of the amenities that the newer tractors have, they obviously cost a lot less money. And they're also so abundant in farm areas like ours that you can find them at just about every farm, and every time a farm gets sold, there's a chance this tractor got sold to somebody else or traded in for a newer model. Now personally, I think the best place to find a good tractor like this is probably Facebook Marketplace or along the side of the road with a for sale sign. If you can find one that's for sale by an owner that is someone who has the history of the machine, knows what all's been done to it, in my mind, those are much better tractors than a tractor you might buy at an auction that no one knows the history of, you don't know what the condition is. So I'm always on the lookout on Facebook Marketplace or as I drive down these rural roads for a nice old tractor like this. Now, in general, if you're looking for one of these Ford 8N tractors on Facebook Marketplace that's in good running condition, I see them from anywhere between $1,900 to $3,500. Now, that's one that looks pretty nice like ours, that runs really good like ours. You'll see some that are in non-running condition. I wouldn't even consider spending $1,000 on one that's not running, because there are costs to getting it back up and running good, and there are costs to getting it back up and looking good. And those are 2 separate sets of costs, and depending on your capabilities to either repair it mechanically or repair it cosmetically, those things could cost you a lot of money. If you've got the time and the skill set to do those things on your own, maybe a sub $1,000 Ford 8N tractor that's not running is exactly what you're looking for, because you can fix it up into something great. Now, as we're talking here, I'm going to show you some Facebook listings I've seen of tractors that are a variety of prices. You can see some on Facebook Marketplace that are really well restored. They're mechanically sound, they're cosmetically sound, they look like they rolled off the showcase floor, and they'd be great for tractor parades or tractor shows, classic tractor events. Right now in April of 2025, tractors like that are running somewhere around $5,000 in general. If they're the nicer more recent restorations or really good restorations and really good running tractors, you might see them for $6,000 or $7,000. If there's something special about them, like they put a flathead V8 in it, you might see them for as high as $12,000. But in general, the price that I see a good looking working tractor like this is between $3,500 and $5,000 on Marketplace. The ones under $3,500 might be mechanically really sound, but not look as nice as this. Or they might look really nice, but not be mechanically sound. And like I mentioned in the 7 things to look for video, which I'll put a link to down below in the description, there's a lot to look at when you're tractor shopping. And you want to make sure you consider all the costs of fixing one of these up if it's not mechanically or cosmetically in the shape you want it to be. Just a note here in the middle, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed to Purple Collar Life. And then check out our playlist about the Ford 8N tractor. We've got lots of videos about these great machines on our channel. When you think about what a tractor like this can do for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, it's really pretty unbelievable. And it's been doing that for 70 years. If you go to the box store right now and look at one of those box store John Deere or Cub Cadet lawn tractors, you're going to find them about $3,000, maybe $3,500. And just think, for that same $3,500, you could have a Ford 8N tractor that looks and runs like this one does. There's one of these Ford 8N tractors for sale right now on Marketplace that the person did a really good job of listing what all has been done to it. It's been mechanically and cosmetically restored, and I think the price of that one's about $7,000. Now, is that too much to spend on a tractor that's over 70 years old? Maybe. But when you think about what you're getting done with a $7,000 tractor that looks good and runs good, it's kind of impressive to me. Now, there's also really nice ones that are about $5,000. Now, the person doesn't have the list of all the things that were done mechanically and cosmetically, but you can tell that the machine's been taken really good care of. For me, $5,000 is not too much to spend for a tractor that you can use for another several decades just by basic maintenance. These are pretty easy to work on, they're pretty easy to understand, and those are things to remember when you're tractor shopping. Now, if you're tractor selling, something to remember is these are typically worth less than the sum of their parts. So you may have put $2,500 into rebuilding the engine and $5,000 into a complete restoration of all the right stickers and paints and body panels and the body work and the new tires, but that doesn't mean that the tractor is going to sell for quite what you put into it. Like I said, oftentimes these are worth less than the sum of their parts. Just 4 new tires and tubes is going to cost you over $1,000. You might see a really bad tractor that's not running, in bad shape, but it's got really nice tires and wheels. Maybe that tractor is listed for $1,000 for sale, and they've got more than $1,000 into just the tires and tubes. These old Ford 8Ns are great machines. So like I said, if you're shopping, enjoy that process. Make sure you check out our 7 tips video. Know that around here, Northwest Pennsylvania in 2025, $3,500 to $5,000 is a sweet spot for one like this. Good tires, good paint, runs good. You might find something less than that if it's not an 8N, maybe it's a 9N or a 2N. You might find something less than that where the engine's been rebuilt, it runs really good, but it doesn't look quite this sharp. Or you might find something less than that, that they did all the paint work, but it's just not running. So they put all the time and energy into restoring the body of it, but maybe the hydraulics don't work, or maybe the engine's not running right, or maybe there's another issue that they haven't been able to spend the time on or the money on. So shopping for a Ford 8N tractor can be tricky. You might find a really good deal from someone along the side of the road that knows the history, has owned the tractor in their family since new. I saw a couple listings like that on Facebook recently where after multiple generations, a tractor like ours, nobody needs it now. They don't have the property for it, so they're selling it. And sometimes those ones that have been loved and cared for 70 plus years, those can be the best ones to find. Oftentimes when I'm buying and selling something on Facebook Marketplace, I'm looking to buy cheap, buy low and sell high. With something like this, you're just looking for something, if you're buying it, that's going to last you and do the things you need it to do. So don't be afraid to spend a little bit more. If you're thinking about $3,500 and you see one that's $4,000 that's in really nice shape, runs really good, the owner knows the history, don't be afraid to spend a little bit more than you were thinking. If you're looking for something to buy and flip, you probably need to be that type of person that can do the work on your own. Buy something that's not running or not running really good, has a lot of body defects on it, that you can buy for $700-800. Put time and energy into it because you've got the know-how and the capabilities and the skill set to restore a tractor like this. Then you can make money on. Hopefully you found this video informative and entertaining. If so, please give us a big thumbs up. Leave those comments down below what these Ford tractors are selling for in your area. Obviously, depending on where you're located, the prices are going to be different. So here in Northwest Pennsylvania, that's where we're seeing that sweet spot, $3,500 to $5,000 for a nice one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again the next time.